Well, looky here. What do you think about these? These look pretty good. They're called finger gloves. And they feel really good and warm. And I really like them, and I just made them. You want to learn? Watch. And you'll get a surprise at the end. Hey, Yuby Tuby Land. I seen this on the internet, and I liked it, so I figured I would give it a try and see if I can't make it. I think it did pretty good. You go 35 around and 15 up is what I did. And then you sew right here. But what you're going to need is your yarn, which we got this at Big Lots, and it was $1, so that's not too bad. And it is net weight 50 grams. So, and I don't know what that would be in yards or anything. But you're going to need a needle threader, a needle. I use pins to keep up with my counting. And, of course, your needle and your scissors. So now that we've got that, I want to show you a new thread, a new way to do things too. So now you need a tail on this. So have it about, you don't need a foot. So about a half, yeah, about 10 inches. You're going to have extra, but I'd rather have it more than what I need than what I don't need. Now this is the way I do my needle. I put it in there like that, and then I turn my needle like that, and then I make a knot. That's the way I start mine. And as you can tell, it'll stay there. So it is a secure thing. The next thing is we're going to do 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go and do a double crochet. And the very last one, we're going to stick our needle in it. And then we're going to pull 1 through. Like that. And then we're going to go on up. Just regular. And then we're going to do it again. But now in the last one that we crocheted, which is kind of hard, you have to kind of keep up with it. Stick it in the last one. And then go on. And this is, to me, I think it feels a whole lot better than it does doing the chain. Because see, it's the same. And it looks pretty good. And it don't feel like there's a line there. It makes it more better. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my 35 on. And then we'll be back. After reviewing the last part I did, you couldn't hardly tell what I was doing. So I'm going to show it to you again so you will see it better. I put my thread like this, and I hold it with my fingers here. Then I take my needle and I put it in the bottom, and I twist it all the way around to where you have it like that. Then you take and you pull your thread through, make it like a single crochet, and you just pull it tight. And there you have it. It holds it on real good. Now, let's go on with the other part. We're going to go 4 up. And let me show you another thing, too, that might help you out when you're doing it. if you take and hold this down here at the bottom with your fingernail, and you pull it through, then you see you have a little hole right there. You keep up with that hole a whole lot better too. Okay, then you just do your regular crochet, and you put it in the hole. You just chain one stitch, and you hold on to it too. And then you pull it up. And you just keep going throughout. You pull it up here where I can see where my thing is. There it is. Okay. So now I got my hole back. It's kind of hard to do it. I got a little square in my way. So we're going to do it again. And you just stick it in that little hole. I think I missed it. There we go. Then we pull it up. So you always want to try to keep a hold of this little hole right here, where you made your single crochet at the bottom, and just hang on to that, and it works out pretty good. And it doesn't feel like there's a line there or a bunch there. It seems like it just lays flat. And I really like it. I don't know if you can see it really good. Yeah, there you go. You can see it that way. But it is a whole lot better. Okay, I am back. And as you can tell, I have all of them done. And see, I don't put my pins straight up here. I put them down in the halfway mark. And the reason why I do that, I don't have to worry about keep moving them up. I can do a whole bunch of them and take and lay it. Like if I have a pin here, I can take and lay it down like this, and it'll still from even to even, and check it out with it to make sure that it's going the way I want to. And I'll show you what I mean when I go on up and I'll with this. But back to this. We find it. So after we get down here, and as you can tell, there is 35 on there. So when you get down to the end, you just continue to do that, and then you go 3 up, and then you turn your work, and you go in to the first one, and then you keep on going. And it's a whole lot easier, too, that when you're crocheting, when you get to here, you know you're at your 10 mark. See how it goes up? I mean, there's 10 there. You got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta straighten my thing out here. 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, this is my 5 mark, not my 10 mark. Okay, so I'm human. Laugh at me. I'm good at that. But from here to this one, will be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right where it is. So you see what I'm talking about. So I'll do a couple more rows and show you some more. Okay, I am done with this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut us a good, probably about a 1.5 foot off of our tail. And I have 35 across and 15 up. And I've got this much yarn left out of the two. So I got enough there probably to make two more if I want to, or probably even a small scarf. So this is what we're going to do next. This one right here, I sew with the needle and thread, or needle and the yarn. So let me thread, oh yeah, I was going to show you these. These right here. If you take, and you can line them up, and you can see each one of them, I'll give you a 10. But if you take this side, and fold it up like this, you'll be able to count your stitches better, and you can see that it's even. It helps you all the way up. I just like the way that this works out because it's so flexible and all. So, now, we need to sew them together. And this is what I did with the other one. Is I took and put it on my hands. To see how far, to see how far that I needed to go up with it. And then I put one of them hairpins there. But since I've got this one done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up this way. And I am going to do it like this. Then I'm going to take one of my pins, and I'm going to put it where I stopped at. Right there on the side. Right there. And do the other one too. So now we got them. Now I'm going to thread my needle and I'll be right back. I figured I'd better show you what I'm doing here too. So I put my needle threader in the eye of my needle, and then I put my thread, a yarn in there, and I pulled it through. So now all we have to do is sew from here to there. I'll go this way with it, go backwards with it, and all the way down. And each crochet I think the weather is getting cold enough now I can wear it here. So there we go. This side is done. This is the way I do that. I tie it off, and then I take my leftover thread, and I pull it up. Then I turn it around, and I go back. So now that I'm done with that, we'll cut that off. And then we'll go to the other side. And we'll do the same thing. I am not used to sewing it from that side. I need to go this way. I'm sorry I'm not talking, but I'm a concentrator. I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing, especially when I'm looking over the iPad. It's kind of hard to do it. The iPad has um, a little square in the middle of it, and I could probably do it if the little square wasn't there, but I can't see with that square there, so I'm having to look over the iPad. So if I was to give you a great big old hug, I'd swipe up the iPad with it. Well, there we are with this one. We got this side done now. And then I'm going to take it and go up through there with my yarn. And now we will turn them inside out. And try them on. Oh, where's the hole in this? Oh, there it is. All right. And there they are. Well, I like them. Oh, no. Do you see what I did? Which one am I going to take apart? Hey, guess what? You learnt by my mistake. But hey, I'm going to fix that. So y'all go ahead and laugh at me and leave your comment and let me know how silly I am. But I did end up fixing it. I think I like this one better. So I'm going to take this one apart and make it like this because I like this one better. Well, I hope you had a laugh and I hope it's funny to you because you know what? If you can't laugh at life at something like this, you're an old stooge. I love you guys and I hope you enjoyed. Bye. How to take a boo-boo apart. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and pull this apart. And as you can tell right there, you can see that's where I started at. So I'm going to take my seam ripper and go in there and I'm going to cut it. Now, I'm going to go down through here. And I'm going to try to take it apart. I can't believe that I did that. I know better, and I don't understand why I did it. But you can see how hard it is to be taking it apart. When you sew it. And this right here is where I sewed it at. Can you tell? Okay. Oh, well. At least I think it's funny. I really do. I think it's funny. But that's life. If we can't laugh at life, we are sick, aren't we? We are human beings. And laughter is the best medicine. Okay, there it is. So, I'm taking it apart. And I gotta sew it a different way. There it is. We got it. At least that one. Well, I did. Oh, no. That's okay. This is what we are going to do with this. We are going to tie us a knot. 2 knots right here. I do not mind. Let's just say it adds character to it. There we go. And when we sew this back up, you're not going to be able to tell it. Now let's get over here and let's work on this one. I had already started on the knot on it. That's why come I went to the other side to show you the knot. So, there we are. We're getting it. So we're going to have to re-sew this. But that's okay. If you watched the video with me putting it together, you would have seen that I made a boo-boo with it. But, hey, we're going to learn from experience. And maybe you won't do the same thing I just did. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do from here is I am not going to use these strips. When I go to sew it back up, I'm going to sew them into it so you won't be able to see them. Well, I hope if you have a problem with your crocheting like I just did, that this will help you take it apart. And if you watched it when I put it together, you will see a great boo-boo and laugh. Love you guys. Bye.